Hey everyone, it's me Joji, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Miraidon EX League Battle Deck. Now, if you don't know, and honestly, if you're a Pokemon TCG player, I don't know how you don't, but Miraidon EX just won LAIC. So if you're trying to get into Pokemon and want to know, yeah, hey, what's the most competitive best deck out there right now? It's Miraidon EX. Well, granted, obviously the player had a lot to do with it. Of course, they probably practiced Miraidon EX a ton before going into LAIC, but of course you can get started just like them on Miraidon EX by getting this and doing some upgrades to it to be the exact same deck that they used in LAIC. And so let's go ahead and take a look at the contents of this box to see what we need to get in order to get it up to speed with Juho Kallama's first place deck from LAIC. Alright, so let's go ahead, of course, get this box open. Oh, you know what? It's one of the level 3s, so the opening's actually on the top. Most of the level 1s, and I think some of the level 2s actually have the opening on the side, but of course this one's a little different. This one is, of course, a level 3, and wow, look at that coin front and center. Let me just throw that back there. Well, actually, I'm surprised that landed on the couch. Oh, look at this right here, front and center. Look at that little Miraidon case there. What is this anyways? It might have the dice and whatnot in here. I think it does. It's a little cool carrier to be honest. Oh man, I'm glad they brought back. A little disappointed that the one die doesn't have like a little, I don't know, something else other than just a singular pip on there. Here's all the other dice. Here's a closer look if you want to know what it really looks like. It's like a yellow on gray, or gray on yellow. I was actually kind of hoping that this was the coin. It is in fact not. It is just a little piece of paper. Yeah, it's very disappointing. I think it's just a box you can take apart if you wanted to, really. Let's set that over there. We of course get our burn and poison counters here. We're gonna get, oh, don't look at that yet. We're gonna get the deck box here. I was kind of hoping Miraidon was on it. This is the code, of course, to get the deck online. Show that in a second. And front and center, Miraidon, and if you're not familiar, here's Regieleki VMAX, which is actually the card that was running with Miraidon EX in the very beginning, I'd say, when this deck was still in its infancy of, you know, getting there. But here, of course, is the Miraidon EX. This is the same card you would get in Scarlet and Violet base set. You do get two of them, which we'll see the second one in a bit, but here is the Regieleki from Silver Tempest. The reason this would run in the Miraidon deck before is because Transistor, the ability there, adds 30 damage onto its basic Pokemon's attacks. So, not bad. Here's the Regieleki V, which had a decent attack there. Lightning Wall was a good way to stall for a turn or two. Here's the second one. There's the other Miraidon and the other Regieleki. All in all, I'd say it's still, you know, a good deck to run with the Regieleki. Maybe even trying it out with the Regieleki and newer cards is a good idea. But I think the new set, obviously, that Juho Kallama ran, won for a reason. So probably the deck you want to be trying to run instead. But yeah, that is the contents so far. Let's show off the code card so you can get it. Here it is. Oh, focus. There it is. There is the code card so you can get this deck in the game. And let's go ahead and take a look at the contents of this box. Okay, so for the contents of this box, starting off, we have, of course, the two Miraidon EX we saw from earlier. Obviously, we have to have Miraidon in this deck. This may go up, obviously, in the upgrade. We might see more. Then we have the two Regieleki V and then the two Regieleki V Max as well. Now, I don't know why, but I'm kind of glad that they included this because I actually needed these for a different deck. But we have a 2-2 line of Bidoof Bibarel. Now, it's a good draw engine. I mean, I won't argue that. But in a Miraidon deck, most of your Pokemon have to be a lightning type. It has to be electric type. So we're probably going to be switching those out, unfortunately. But in this deck, it still works out pretty well. Now, a card that actually is used in the current first place one is Zeraora, but of course it only runs a single one. It's mostly there for the free retreat. Other than that, I think it could probably get some knockouts with Battle Claw in some situations. Maybe a Roaring Moon, I guess, uses Frenzy Gouging. You can retaliate with a single prizer that way. And then for our last Pokemon, which I guess just because Regieleki's in it, they put this in here too. Honestly, I kind of wish that they had added a Raichu V or maybe the Raichu V instead, but they gave us this Regieleki instead. We're obviously gonna get rid of most of this, unfortunately, but as it stands, this is still a good amount of Pokemon that, even as is a still good deck. Moving on though to the supporters, we have 4 Professor's Research. Obviously a good card for drawing, and I think something that you won't have to replace when it comes to the new first place version. We have 4 Arven, which I think they only run 1 or 2. I'll have to double check. And then 4 Boss's Orders. Very generous, honestly. 4 Boss's Orders is very generous. And I think, again, the first place Miraidon deck from LAIC actually runs maybe 3 or 4 of the Boss's Orders. So perfect, another card we don't have to get. We have, of course, 4 electric generators for our items here. Again, another group of cards we don't have to get. We have 4 Ultra Ball. Again, another group of cards we don't have to grade, which is obviously great. We have 3 Nest Balls, which I think the first place only runs 2. And then 2 Switch cards, which we probably don't need, or might replace them with, you know, Escape Ropes, which is, again, something that the first place deck does. So there's a couple things that we do already have in the first place deck, but we're going to be switching some stuff up. Speaking of, for stadiums, they gave us Beach Court, which was the prominent thing that they used in this version, really. But instead of Beach Court, we're probably going to be running what they have, of course, which is Path to the Peak. They have Vitality Band in this line for some reason. I don't even remember if the other one used to have that. Interestingly enough, though, this is a first. This is a non-hollow Forest Sealstone. You know, it was rumored that this would come out in a League Battle deck at some point, but I was not expecting it to be non-hollow. That is a little crazy. But, you know, glad that we don't have to spend like, what, $5 to $8 on it. Here's the Leafy Camo. This would usually have gone on to your Regieleki VMAX. Now for the energy, we have to have Lightning Energy. This is going to be a total of 15 in this deck. The large number, we're probably going to drop that down considerably and maybe add what the first place used as well, which is, I think, a DTE. Mostly for the Iron Hands EX, I think, just for a faster attack if you only needed to hit 100. But as it stands, this is still a good buy for anyone that wants to up their competitiveness in Pokemon TCG and not have to spend too much. This is ready to go, to be honest, and it's perfectly fine as is. Obviously, it's not up to date to what Paradox Rift is up to nowadays, which is a lot of craziness, to be honest. But with a couple cards that we'll see in a second, this could actually get up there with the same level of those decks. So let's go ahead and see what those deck upgrades look like. So if you haven't seen the first place deck list for LAIC this past weekend, it's going to follow that exact list. Now, of course, it is a bit pricey, but if you've bought this already and you want to get a bit more competitive and more into the current meta, this is probably the best deck list out there at the moment. So looking at Juho Kallama's deck list, we're switching up that Miraidon EX from a 2 to instead a 3. So we're gonna have 3 Miraidon EX followed by some Flaaffy and Mareep. It's going to be a 2-2 line of Flaaffy and Mareep here. It's a good engine, and obviously it's not a draw engine, but it's a good energy engine because a lot of our Pokemon like Miraidon, and you'll see in a bit, Iron Hands require a lot of energy, and plus Raichu V, which we'll see as well, is going to be very helpful from this card here. Speaking of some cards that are going to be helpful, instead of using Bibarel, we're running Raichu V, and unfortunately I don't have one, and with the prices right now, it's kind of scary. I'm sure they will go down, so you know, maybe I'll get another one later if I ever want to run Miraidon. But running a 2 of Raichu V because it can use fleet-footed to attack, or sorry, to draw, and then hit for only 2, so it's a pretty good attacker. Now we're going to see a lot of individual cards now. So we have Raichu here, V, as we mentioned earlier. We're going to be using it mostly for Dynamic Spark to attack with. Then we have a Zapdos here. This one obviously for its lightning symbol in order for us to attack, to do more damage onto our opponent's Pokemon. Specifically, maybe get to that random little, 10 damage on to the Entei V. Then we have an Iron Hands EX. Ambu very much is a weird attack name, but it is a really good card to use because Ambu very much does 120, and then you get to knock out your opponent and get 2 prize cards. Well, if they're single prize, I should just say you get an extra prize card depending on what type of card you're knocking out. You can get 2, 3, maybe even 4 if you're knocking out a VMAX Pokemon. Really good card to use in electric type deck, of course. Then we have a Mew EX, good for switching in and out. I honestly don't think I've used it too much in our testing that you'll see in a second, but it is there if you do need to use genome hacking maybe. And then we have a Squawkabilly EX for some more draw in the very early game. Probably don't want to bench this too often, but it is there if you ever want to use it. Now, let's go on to our supporters. We're going to be running the 4-line that came with the box, plus the 4-line, I should say Professor's Racer, I just said 4-line, and plus a 4-line that came with the box again of Boss's Orders. So great that we don't have to buy those. Then we have a 3-line of Iono to go with it, followed by a singular Arven that came in the box, luckily enough. Now for our item cards, again, we got a lot of our item and supporters from the box, like these electric generators and Ultra Balls. A lot of the stuff in that box was already, stuff that goes into the LAIC deck list, so perfect for us. We have 1 Nest Ball out of the 3 that it came with. Very sparring amount of the Pokeballs, but we have then 2 Escape Ropes instead of switch cards. Followed by, I just realized that was in the shot this whole time. We have 2 switch cards. Then we have a couple one-offs here. We have a Lost Vacuum, a Super Rod, 2 Bravery Charms, and surprisingly enough, I actually had to make a proxy because I only have 1 Bravery Charm available. I might have to look and figure out what happened to the other ones. We do have that 4 Sealed Stone that came with the box. And then our stadium is going to be Path to the Peak. Obviously, don't play this if you haven't used your tandem units, or if you plan to maybe use your fleet-footed, because then you can't use it, and then you're kind of stuck not being able to use your abilities to help you out. Only use this when it's detrimental to your opponent. And now for our energy. We're kind of running out of space here. I didn't realize how much space this is going to be taking up. But we still run 15 energies, mind you, but instead of 15 basic lightning energy, we're actually running only 13 and then a double turbo energy. So 13, 14, 15 technically. But obviously this is going to go on to whatever you need it to. And then this double turbo energy mostly is going to be used for either your Mew EX or your Iron Hands EX to attack with. So that is the deck list that we're going to be running today. It's going to be, again, Juho Kallama's first place LAIC deck. And honestly, I'm pretty sure it's going to do very well in our testing, as you'll see in a second. I honestly think it's a great deck, and it obviously shows that it's very easy to pick up, which has kind of have been like a staple of the Miraidon deck in general. It's very easy to pick up. It's very straightforward. It's only one type of energy, so you don't have to worry about dual typing energies or maybe even triple typing energies onto your Pokemon, like maybe Lost Box or some other deck. But yeah, I know it is very pricey at the moment just because it just won, and I'm sure the price that you're seeing is very high for an upgrade, and I honestly probably would recommend just waiting on getting this version of it and just using the one that it comes with just as is in the box with the LAIC V Maxes. But once the prices settle down and people start, I guess, manipulating the market prices on the Raikus, the Entei, and all the other popular stuff that came out of LAIC, it is definitely going to be worth buying. And so let's go ahead and move on to some gameplay to see how well this does in our testing. Okay, it looks like they're going to be going first. So we could maybe get a turn to attack. Maybe not. I mean, maybe we could, but it's going to be a bit difficult. Now I kind of want to get a turn to attack off. Oh, that would be wonderful if I could. Tails to get into basic. Is that a block Snorlax? Interesting. It's not the right Snorlax if I'm remembering correctly. Usually you see a different type of Snorlax there. Okay. Ultra Ball. Let's grab Miraidon, Raikou. And use the other Miraidon to grab Zeraora. Do we need the Zapdos in this matchup? I don't think we do too much. Let's go with Raichu. We could use the Iron Hands, but let's just save it for now. Drop path. We're gonna thin a bit more so we can hopefully grab some electric generators here. Nope, not the Flaaffy. Let's grab the other Miraidon to thin that out. Wow, no electric generators, most of our energy. That is not great. Not great at all. Okay, well, let's try and... How many do we even have left? We still have 7. So let's try and hit one of them with an electric generator. Or 2 of them. We have to hit 2 of them. Come on. Oh, wow. Oh, that is a terrible, terrible hand to have drawn. That's for sure. Oh, there's a V star, but we do have the path down. Let's see if they're able to get rid of that. Maybe they run a Punkaboo? Could be running a Punkaboo. Be surprised to see one, I don't think the colorless Lugia runs Pumpkaboo anymore. There's a Mew. Okay. Maybe they already have a Mesagoza or something else in hand. Maybe not. Interesting move. Very interesting move. Great move for us, though. Getting that energy back into our deck. Oh, there's the electric generators we need. Yep, there's the Mesagoza. Do you even have? You don't. Okay. Really odd Lugia player. Maybe new. Especially since the block stall Snorlax is in it for some reason. Let's see what they do here. Okay, there's the pass. Yeah, very odd player. Oh my gosh, we just got all 3 of our missing electric generators. Okay. I'll take it. Let's see if we can actually get the Flaaffy off this Mesagoza too. The answer is no. Okay, that's fine. It's not my Mesagoza anyways. Oh, nothing? Alright. Can we try for a third? There's one. Let's put you on the Raichu. And I guess just regular retreat, right? Because we want to KO this Lugia. Well, actually, before I do that, let's research. Okay, wonderful. Drop that there. Still no Flaaffy. Do we want to put anything back? Maybe Iron Hands. Put Iron Hands back. And one of the energies, why not? Okay. Fleet-footed. Maybe we'll get Flaaffy. Nope, just a switch card. Sticker KO here. Really odd start, to be honest, for this Lugia player. Okay, throwing in the Mew. I do wonder why maybe they don't have the regular Snorlax they need. There goes 2 Archeops. Okay. So we'll see it go into play now. But bright side, we actually can't get KO'd because we're at 250. I guess they could, you know, force us to escape rope. But I want to say I want to give them the Zeraora. Let's see what they do here. Snorlax, okay. Interesting choice, because we can easily knock this out. I guess that is a play. Okay. Is that a gift? And it is a V-Guard. I think we still get KO though. Pretty sure we still get KO. Is that a therapeutic? Yeah, okay, weird. Very weird. Let's get our Flaaffy out. And let's go ahead and charge up. Raichu. I think Raichu. Also, I should have checked when I went in with the Ultra Ball to see if I had any more escape ropes. That forces him into give something from here. I do. I can do that. That way I take 2 prizes instead of 1. Well, I might still take 1 prize, but, you know, there's a chance. He gives me an Archeops instead. Okay, he's giving me the Mew. I'm gonna actually just put in Zeraora, retreat back in with Raichu. I'm gonna drop that there. Start powering him up. There's another Flaaffy. Let's check our KO here. We're sitting pretty well, if I'm being honest. Ooh, and we got the boss play here. So we can just boss up their Lumineon or Lugia for game. I think they just had a bad start, you know. Didn't remember that the path was in play when it went up, and then they just put it down the Lumineon by mistake afterwards. But we have game here. Easy enough. Put up Raichu. Let's go just put this onto here. We're bossing up Lugia. And we're going to go ahead and KO it. 1, 2. And just for good measure, let's do all 4. 480. Easy enough. Yeah, I definitely think we can chalk this win up to just misplays on their part. Hate to see it, but that's how the game goes. Okay, we won the coin flip. Do we want to go first or second? Let's go second. There's a higher chance of us attacking if we go second, I think. Especially if we start Raikou. Well, we start Raichu, which is not bad, because we can actually fast charge. Ooh. Okay. Good thing we went second. This is a Roaring Moon. Grab our 1. Energy. Okay. Let's drop that down. Okay. This is going to be an interesting one. So far in my testing, before making this video, on the newer Miraidon, I actually haven't hit too many Roaring Moons, so I'm a little iffy on this matchup. Pokestop, okay. Oh, that's a lot more Pokestops going away for them. I almost don't want to play any stadiums against this deck because it does do more damage that way. And they're forced into using frenzied gouging more often. And we would only really be turning off concealed cards in this Galarian Moltres ability. There's the first Dark Patch. Okay, there's an attachment to it there. Okay, pass, easy enough. Yeah, as I said, I don't know if I want to play Path. I mean, it does stop them from having the Pokestop. Let's go ahead and tandem unit first. Grab our stuff. Mareep. Another Miraidon. Then we'll grab maybe Raikou and Zeraora for the free retreat. Our Iron Hands is prized. Let's not fiddle with their hand too much. Let's go ahead and get rid of this and this. What don't we need? We don't need Mew. I don't think we need Mew. We're gonna put up Zeraora so we have the free retreat. Let's drop that there. I don't want to give him access to the Pokestop, so just go ahead and do that. Okay. See if we hit this electric generator. Oh, we do. Get first knockout here. So yeah, if we put this on, we avoid a knockout with their Calamitous Storm, or Calamity Storm. Could also just get rid of it completely. Yeah, I think I will. That way they can't hit us with that. It's fleet-footed too. Allows us to do that. Another energy, it's fine, I suppose. Take KO on this Morpeko. Alright, so now, in order to get knockouts, they have to go into their Frenzied Gouging. They only have one more Stadium left. So let's see how this goes. Sada's Vitality, okay. It looks like they're gonna go for their Frenzied Gouging. If we can get a Flaaffy, that'd be great. So we can power up the Raichu. Just do a single Dynamic Spark for KO. They used Earthen Vessel, right? Yeah, they have the third one there. We could also just attack with the Zeraora, can't we? We can. Huh. You know, I really wasn't expecting to attack with the Zeraora at all. But it is a possibility. Let's put those back. We're gonna go ahead and Iono. Hopefully some electric generators. Oh, none, but we do get Flaaffy. So we can start powering up. Oh, wait. We put them all away. Never mind. Oh, Escape rope maybe instead? Yeah, let's do that. Let's just keep this in hand. So now we can power up our Iron Hand. And yeah, surprisingly, that 30 damage just tacks really well onto there. That's perfect math there. Another Mareep. Some extra energy. They still have to hit us with Frenzied Gouging to KO us. This is this 110 HP is actually really great for the Zeraora. Let's see how they respond. Okay, there's a boss play. Which is okay, to be honest, because we can just throw up the Zeraora again. And KO it that way. I have no problem just KOing with the Zeraora instead. Let's see. Attaching there. Did they not have any energy to attach? Ooh. Maybe not. They'd be huge if they don't. Oh, okay. Interesting. Very interesting, to be honest. I'm just going to attach this here. Pass. Let's see what they do. Okay. Energy switching? Okay. Oh, they're gonna have 2 ready. I see. Mm-hmm. Oh, there's a Pokestop too, so they can KO easily with the Roaring Moon now. Hmm. A little more difficult now. How do we handle this? Okay, we got Professor's Research. We can charge up too. How many more boss do we have? Still have most of our boss. Did we get our... We haven't gotten our 4 sealed stone either. Let's do a quick peek with Tandem Unit. Okay. It is there. We do have 3 electric generators, 3 bosses. Do we want the Zapdos? I think we do. For that extra 10, do we actually need that for any math here? No, not really. Well, I guess for this math here. Okay. I think they have game here just because the way it turned out, we just didn't have anything to respond with that previous turn. And we still don't have much here. What? Hello? That was weird. Okay. There's 1 energy. I mean, where does that even go? Guess there. Why not? Let's put that there. Can we even hit anything with our Pokestop that would matter? Yeah, not really. Because we just go in here, we do our damage, but we still get KO'd regardless. And let's just take the one from Zeraora. But yeah, that's unfortunate. Maybe if we could knock this stadium out of the way, we could have won. But as it stands, they can just Calamity Storm for game. Yeah, there it goes. It was a close matchup, I'd say. Yeah, that one turn where they just stalled us by having Iron Hands in play, that was unfortunate. Maybe we should have saved it for later. Who knows? Alright, looks like we're starting off with both mulligans. It's fine. What was their mulligan? Ooh, this is probably a golden go. Let's go with Miraidon. We'll stop there. Oh no, it's a lost box, probably running maybe Gudra or a Zacian somewhere. So I think I'm gonna start powering up an Iron Hands. Let's grab Reap, Miraidon. Attach 1. We're gonna discard both of those. We're actually gonna grab Squawkabilly. So we get another hand here. Ooh, some electric generator, wonderful. And I think I will put up Raichu. Maybe I can grab Zeraora soon. 1. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna grab another Mareep. How many Flaaffy do I have in deck? I have 2. Let's grab a second Mareep. So we can power up a bit faster. Why not? Alright, we pass here. We have 2 in discard. So we could attach retreat. Or sorry, attach Iono. Hopefully grab 2 Flaaffy and then attach them to Iron Hands and then retreat. That's probably what we want to go for. We won't get a chance to really play the escape rope. Let's see what our draws are though. We just need 1 Flaaffy. If we draw the Flaaffy, that'd be wonderful. All right. Yeah, what are we playing against? This metal tells me it has to have maybe Gudra or Zacian in here somewhere. I just don't know what it could be. It's the, sorry, not Zacian. I was saying Zacian. I meant Zamazenta. Hits 220. Okay. I don't know if it's gonna get powered up in time. Drop 1 there. Okay, we have to hope here. Come on, electric generators for Flaaffy. Oh, Flaaffy and electric generator. Okay, let's drop this here. Let's thin out the deck a bit more with another Flaaffy. We won't have to really hit the electric generator, but let's see what we hit. Okay, nothing, which is fine because we have 2 Flaaffy. And we will be very muching for most of this game. As much as they allow us, really. Alright, let's take our 2 prize cards off this single prize card. I love Ambu very much. As much as it, you know, people tend to hate it because reminiscent of ADP, it's still pretty difficult of an attack to set up. I mean, there was a lot of luck that went into that last play, really, if you think about it. I could have just not hit that those last 2 energies or Flaaffies I needed. What do we go for next? I think maybe Raiding Greninja? I'm hoping to maybe get a Braviary Charm here somewhere. Who would we put these 2 energies to? Maybe Miraidon? I guess really that's the only choice we have because they're both Miraidon. They're trying to go for the KO there, so I think we will boss up that if they can't power it up in time. Oh, there's a Kyogre too. Definitely 2 Pokemon I would love to KO. Oh, never mind. They realized that Amp You Very Much was going to be too powerful. I'll take the win. Okay. It's an alright start, I'd say. What are we playing against? Ooh, Golden Go. We'll see how well they set up. And we'll see if we play the path or not. This one's a little iffy. We want to rely on the Raichu more often. That's for sure. Oops. So that was my bad. Lots of Dittos here. Don't know why they're playing the Ditto in the active here. Or, sorry, on the bench here. They should have only played the one here, to be honest. Interesting deck list. Unfortunately, we can't look at it like we used to in the old Pokemon TCG Online. Okay, going into a Scyther. Oh, and then retreat. Oh, okay. Not a bad play, to be honest. And it does thin out the deck that way. 2 Scyther. Alright. Okay. So we just want to keep our abilities down to... Well, for now, I guess 3. Get rid of some Golden Goes. Energy. They did lose the Clara, but it's not that important, I'd say. Okay, there's a pass. There's a Mareep. We're gonna need that, I think, to power up Raichu. Speaking of, we do have the Raichu ready. Okay, so we still only have 2 with abilities. I don't think Iron Hands is going to be too helpful here. Maybe on the boss play or Scyther or the Greninja. But I really don't want to put up the Raikou. Because with the Flaaffies evolved, they're going to have abilities. So let's leave it at that. It's actually attached to Raichu. I don't know if I want to risk it. We might get rid of Flaaffy. Okay, that's not that bad. Got one. Yeah, why not? Let's diversify these a bit. Path. Iono. Okay. Could have maybe gotten a turn 1 attack off here. We still can. Yeah, actually, let's try this. We're gonna get an electric generator. Oh, where'd they go? They're there. Let's see if we hit any energy. Okay, well, that's fine, I suppose. Switch cart, or not switch cart, escape rope. See what they give us. Figured as much. And we're just gonna fast charge. We only have 2 Pokemon with abilities in play, so the Scyther is not too big of an issue. Obviously, the Golden Go is a little bit more problematic. Although I do wonder how it works with Scizor and Path of the Peak in play. Another Gimme Goal going down. Oh, maybe it's a pass. It is that big. Oh, perfect. All right, I like that a lot. Let's attach this here. We do have 2 in the discard. Do I want to get rid of these to get 1 Flaaffy on here? I think I will. Okay, we got Flaaffy. Let's start powering up Iron Hands a bit more. I think I want to get rid of the Gimmigholes sooner than later. Let's get rid of it with just 1 energy off of the Raichu. Okay. What do we draw into? Another path. Okay. Scyther going back up. Let's see if they get their golden go. I think that path is messing them up because they don't have a draw with the Radiant Greninja. Oh, that's perfect. Oh, that is also wonderful. Let's do this here. Wonderful. We're gonna retreat into Iron Hands. Nothing. Okay, let's just get a shuffle, I guess. Amp you very much. Let's take our 2 prize cards from this Scyther. All right. Oh, there's the concede as well. Oh man, that's the 2nd time in a row someone's conceded. What the heck? I guess amp you very much. Just, you know, no one wants to shake hands with Iron Hands. And so that is the Miraidon EX deck upgrade from the League Battle Deck form to the LAIC first placed Masters version that Juho Kallama ran. So what do you think about it? Are you going to try out Miraidon EX? Are you going to try upgrading it to the form that they ran in LAIC? Or would you run it in a different way? Or are you going to just wait to see if it's even worth getting because of how bad the prices are getting for some of these cards? Let me know down in the comments. And of course, if you like this deck upgrade, go ahead and get subscribed because we're going to be doing tons more of these deck upgrades whenever they have new decks to upgrade. And, you know, we're going to have some deck reviews as always, some of the newer stuff. We just recently did the Gardevoir EX deck and the Gold Dingo, so go check those out if you haven't already. But of course, again, get subscribed, leave a like, and again, comment down below what you think about the Miraidon EX upgrade. Anyways, guys, as always, stay safe, and thanks for watching.